Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 13th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far, but it's a great Monday evening. I hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the lower 48 and the tropics, and also we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Lorenzo, formed earlier today, and now we have Tropical Storm Lorenzo, which will remain a fish storm over the central and eastern tropical Atlantic. You can see a few more tropical waves out there need to monitor. Here's one right here. Yeah, here's one here. Got some off the African coast, some across South America. Got some activity across Central America into the areas of the northern and northwestern areas of the Caribbean Sea, up toward the Dominican Republic, Haiti, also toward the Bahamas. Another little tropical wave here. This is the remnants of Jerry. You can see it kind of finally falling apart, and you can see pretty much the remainder of the tropics pretty tranquil with just some scattered showers of storm along the frontal boundary. You can see the eastern U.S. looks pretty quiet. A little bit of activity up across Maine, and then we got another storm system out west from the Dakotas back in the Washington, Oregon State, down toward New Mexico regions as well. But let's move on to the forecast column for Lorenzo. You can see here's Lorenzo here. Here's the tropical storm force winds in yellow. Remains a tropical storm all the way through 2 p.m. Saturday. There's it right here, Saturday 2 p.m. Here's the tropical storm force winds here, kind of mainly to the center and east of the storm. We do not have any tropical storm warnings for no areas, so like I said, it's going to remain a fish storm. But if you're tracking it at home, it's located near latitude 15.2 north, longitude 41.7 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour with higher gusts. Moving us to the northwest at 12 miles an hour, which is classified as tropical storm. Or tropical storm, not tropical storm, but it's a tropical storm. And winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alright, here's the forecast spaghetti-o models. Continue to push on. Here's the center of the storm. Push on off to the west, northwest, into the north, northeast. Eventually out to sea. Someone wants to loop it back and head westward. So if it do turn out a way, we'll have to continue to monitor, because it could move back towards the west and move back toward the U.S. But right now, we just, the National Hurricane Center, just monitoring it, just to go over towards this south of the Azores. All right, now here's the intensity guidance. You can see this is tropical storm. Winds of 45 knots, equal to 50 miles an hour. Tropical storm. Some takes it into a category 1 and 2, and then you can see later on down the road, some do take it into a category 1. So we'll have to monitor that and see if it happens to swing back to the west. It could make a run toward the U.S., but if it do, it'll probably die out, because the water's pretty cold out there now, because of those other storms kind of churned up the water, cooled off the water. So it shouldn't make it over here anyway to the U.S. if it do. But I'm not expecting it to do. It should just die off anyway sometime in the tropical Atlantic. But if it do become a hurricane, it'll be Hurricane Lorenzo. Alrighty, well, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like the video, share the video, and thank you for tuning into the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel. Glad to have you. Alrighty, now let's take a look at your local forecast here. We got some shower activity from New Brunswick to Maine to down toward New York State, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Also along the just east of D.C. toward Delaware, New Jersey, the Outer Banks of North Carolina. You're including Atlantic coastal waters across Florida Keys, South Texas. Shower activity from up here from Wisconsin to Michigan to portion of Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, and then we got thunderstorms and shower from western Wisconsin through Montana to the Dakotas, Montana down to New Mexico, Arizona, across much of California and the coastal waters there as well. With some flash flooding and heavy rain over southern California. Mixed precipitation from central and northern California all the way through Oregon State to Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah you are included. Got some heavy snow over portions of the California mountains, and also in the Nevada region as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, now let's see if we can get to your Wednesday forecast now. It's trying to go back to the day's forecast, but we're going to try to get back to your Wednesday outlook here. Okay. See if we can get to it this way. Okay, should be coming up here in a minute. Okay, we got more shower activity up here from eastern Maine, New Brunswick, into the coastal water off the Connecticut coast. Got a little bit of mixed precipitation in southeast Canada, right near the Canadian-U.S. border. More mixed precipitation through Montana, Idaho, Oregon, portions of California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Wyoming. Thunderstorms and shower for West Texas through New Mexico to Nebraska to Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin to the Dakotas, Montana, and portion of Wyoming as well. Got a little bit of heavy snow still respected over portions of the California mountains as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright. Let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And you can see we still have a lot of small craft advisory, gale warnings and stuff stretching from Maine to the South Carolina and Georgia coast, Southern California up to Washington State. We got freeze warnings over North Dakota, a little bit in portion of Washington State and Oregon. Even got some frost advisories there also. Coastal flood statements and also flash flood watches in effect for the New Jersey, Delaware shore all the way to the eastern areas of Virginia, eastern North Carolina, even the east coast of Florida. Air quality alerts down across Texas. More flood watches down here and flash flood warnings for portions of Arizona. Also portions of Colorado. Hydro issues over northwestern New Mexico. Wind advisories for Montana, stretching into Utah, Arizona, California, and also Nevada region as well. You can get some winter storm warning, winter weather advisories, and also some flood watches there as well in the California mountain chain. Alright, the Hawaiian chain now got some high surf warnings around the coastal areas of Hawaii, and also got small craft advisory, gale warning, coastal flood statements along the coastal areas of Alaska. Alright, now we got some severe weather to talk about on your day number 2. And you can see we have a marginal risk over here around Santa Barbara down toward Los Angeles. Then again from El Paso to La Crosse to Albuquerque, Santa Fe. You can see general thunderstorm elsewhere in the southwestern and central U.S. Tornado probability looks like this: 2% around Santa Barbara and Los Angeles. Damaging winds pretty much 5%. Large hail 5%. Alright, let's see if we can get to day number 3. We got some more. Then we're going to take a look at day 6. And Storm Prediction Center has a highlighted risk for slight risk of severe weather coming up on day number 6. Alright, see if we can get to this one. Here we go. Marginal risk from up here around Albuquerque, New Mexico, Santa Fe to Durango, Cheyenne up to Rapid City, Pierre, and then you can see general thunderstorm elsewhere from New Mexico to North Dakota, Montana, back toward a portion of areas of Nevada, Utah, and over towards Iowa and Minnesota. Probability looks like this: 5%. Alright, now here's that day number 6 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Here it is, here day number 6. Slight risk stretching from Shreveport, Louisiana to Greenville, Mississippi, Memphis, Jackson, Tennessee, Evansville, Indiana, Springfield, Illinois, Hannibal, also Jefferson City. You're included. Springfield. All of this area here is a 15% risk for severe weather for day number 6. So if you live in this area here, look out. This could be bumped up to a moderate risk. Would not be surprised to see that as well. Alright, now the tropics. We're going to take a look at the tropics, and the only tropical system we have in the tropics is Tropical Storm Lorenzo. What I showed you at the beginning of the video, here is Lorenzo. Remainder of the tropics looks pretty quiet at this time. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next ones. Have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.